This week's word is we all have limitations. Embrace it. Don't run from it. I love these gurus and these guys and these so-called motivational speakers who want to say unlimited, no limitations. Well, jump off a building and see if gravity don't bring you down to some limitations you have if you can't fly. The fact of the matter is, you have limitations. As my personal philosopher Ron White once said, I'm only one man. See, if you embrace your limitations, one of the things that will happen is a huge burden will be relieved in this one fact. You don't have to do everything. You're not responsible for everything. The world will go on if you make a mistake, if you run up against some of your limitations. So embrace the fact that you do have some limitations. Trying to do everything is the fastest way to burn up and burn out. If you want a quick route to giving up because of give out, then try to do everything. Learning and understanding and not getting so uptight about the fact that I do have some limitations is not a bad thing. Here are two things you might want to try. Learn to delegate and learn to delineate. Learn to delegate tasks that someone else can do. I used to try to do everything until I found a little company called Fiverr. And now I go to terrywilson3.com/Fiverr and I've paid someone $5 that usually would take me a couple hours. Saves me time, saves me money, saves me headache and frustration, and I'm getting the job done quicker and actually better. Also, learn to delineate from what would be nice if it got done and what has to get done. Learning the distinction in there is going to save a lot of headspace, frustration, and aggravation. And finally, understand what are the real limitations and what are the self-imposed limitations. I do want to challenge you in this one regard. You have immense capacity for greatness. You can do more than you ever thought dreamed was possible. And a lot of times people put self-limiting ideas, thoughts, and concepts in their own psyche. Maybe you've been conditioned like the parable of the elephant who, as a baby, he was just tied up to a wooden stake with a rope. And as he grew and grew and grew and grew and became this huge elephant, that tiny little rope tied to a little wooden stake in the ground still kept him still because he had been conditioned. There's no way to break free. Don't be like the little elephant. You were made for, from, and for the purposes of greatness. And the more you can embrace what you can do and be okay with some of the things you can't do and learn to delineate or delegate, you'll be like my favorite band, Chicago, and you'll start feeling stronger every day.
Man's got to know his limitations.